Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Kyle Richards has fond memories of her life with her father, Kenneth Richards. While she doesn't often share details about her dad, when she does, Kyle's memories of her childhood with Kenneth are warm and fuzzy. Kenneth's marriage to Kyle's mom, Kathleen, was his second. Kyle's father had 3 children from that first marriage. Kenneth and Kathleen later had Kyle and Kim Richards together, and he adopted their older sister, Kathy Hilton. Kyle reflected on her family tree alongside a throwback photo of her and her dad several years back. One more pic of my dad, she shared in an Instagram post in 2017. I was my dad's 6th child. He was already a grandfather when I was born. He was a pro at being a daddy. More recently, Kyle shared a photo on her Instagram stories that featured her dad, her sisters, and her mom. "I love this picture of my sisters and me with our dad on Christmas morning," she captioned the throwback family snapshot. Kenneth Richards was a retired lieutenant colonel. He passed away in 1998. In another throwback post about her dad, Kyle shed more details about her parent alongside a photo of him. "My dad Ken's so handsome and smart. Loved to cook and taught us how to. He also loved cars. He was the kind of dad that would ask what we wanted to do, and if we said camping, he would say, 'Okay, come on, let's go,'" she recalled. "No matter what we said, he would drop everything and take us." Kathleen and Ken Richards separated in 1972 after marrying in the 1960s. Kyle's mom, Kathleen, later remarried. She passed away in 2002 from breast cancer. In 2019, Kyle explained why her parents named her, "Well, Kyle. I was named after Kyle Rote, a football player," she explained at the time, adding her mom and dad thought she was going to be a boy. Kyle Rote Sr. played for the New York Giants from 1951 to 1961 as a receiver. In addition to opening up about her dad, Kyle has also been open about her mom and their life together. In a heartfelt and emotional post that surprised and delighted fans, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards recently opened up a rare chapter of her life, the one that predates fame, fortune, and Beverly Hills drama. Sharing a collection of never-before-seen photographs on Instagram, Kyle offered an intimate glimpse into her relationship with her late father, Kenneth Richards, describing him as so handsome and smart. For longtime fans of Kyle, this emotional tribute peeled back a new layer of the Bravo icon. Known for her glamorous lifestyle, family feuds, and being the last standing hog on Robe, it's easy to forget that Kyle, like anyone else, came from somewhere real, rooted in a family that shaped who she would become. The carousel of vintage photos Kyle posted shows her as a little girl, beaming next to her father, a tall, dapper man with warm eyes and a protective embrace. One photo shows the two sharing ice cream on a summer day, her tiny hand clutching his, while another captures a candid moment where he's reading to her on the couch. It's in these quiet images that a different Kyle emerges, not the reality star, but the daughter who adored her dad. Though Kyle has been a part of Hollywood since childhood, acting in movies like Halloween and Little House on the Prairie, her early life wasn't always red carpets and designer labels. Kenneth Richards worked as a business executive and was known among family friends for his sharp intellect and charismatic presence. He divorced Kyle's mother, Kathleen, when Kyle was still very young, and while her mother went on to remarry notably to Hilton family patriarch, Big Kathy's second husband, Kyle remained close with her father throughout her youth. In her memoir Life is Not a Reality Show, Kyle has spoken sparingly about her father, noting how his approval mattered deeply to her and how she worked hard to live up to the high standards he set, not in terms of material success, but character. He taught her the importance of humility, honesty, and hard work. This social media post, therefore, felt like a continuation of that quiet reverence. And perhaps more than ever, it served as a public reminder of the foundation beneath the glamour. The comments on Kyle's post quickly filled with love. Her daughters, Farrah Brittany and Alexia Amansky, both commented with heart emojis and messages like, "I love seeing these photos," while fans shared how touching it was to see this side of her. Even some of her Robe castmates chimed in. Jorrit Kemsley wrote, "You look so much like him, Kyle. This is beautiful," while Sutton Strack commented, "What a lovely tribute. You can feel the love in these photos." The timing of Kyle's post also struck a chord. As Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has documented over recent seasons, Kyle has been going through intense emotional transitions: her separation from longtime husband Mauricio Amansky, ongoing family tension with her sisters Kathy Hilton and Kim Richards, and her continued quest for personal growth. Perhaps, in reflecting on her father, she's grounding herself in the purest part of her identity, who she was before the cameras rolled. What made this post especially poignant was its vulnerability. We often see Kyle in control, hosting dinner parties, managing chaos, juggling fame and family. But here, she was simply a daughter. No filters, no glam team, just raw emotion and a longing for connection to a man she clearly adored. In a society where fathers are often under-celebrated, especially in pop culture depictions of women's lives, Kyle's post is a rare and beautiful acknowledgement of paternal influence. For fans who followed her through years of drama and success, this glimpse into her softer, more nostalgic side was deeply humanizing. There's something poetic about Kyle sharing these memories now, at a time when she's navigating public scrutiny, personal evolution, and the next chapter of her career. Looking back on her father may offer her strength. It's easy to imagine her flipping through old photo albums in the quiet of her home, revisiting memories as a way to find perspective. And by choosing to share that process with her followers, she invites us all to consider our roots, our losses, and the people who helped shape us. In many ways, Kenneth Richards lives on in the woman Kyle has become: confident, driven, loyal to her family, and surprisingly sentimental beneath her polished exterior. The legacy of love between father and daughter doesn't fade. It deepens over time, shaped by memory and the lessons that endure long after a person is gone. Kyle closed her post with a simple yet powerful line: "He was my hero." And in those words, we see the essence of what it means to love someone deeply, even after they're gone. So often, we think of legacy in terms of money or fame. But the kind of legacy Kenneth Richards left behind isn't measured in dollars or headlines. It's in the way Kyle smiles when she speaks of him, in the way she parents her own children, and in the values she quietly upholds even amid the noise of reality TV. For fans of The Real Housewives, Kyle's tribute offered a moment of realness that can't be scripted. A chance to remember that behind every fierce housewife is a family story, a childhood full of memories, and people who help them become who they are. And for Kyle Richards, that story will always include a smart, handsome man named Kenneth Richards, her first hero. In the ever-evolving world of reality television, where drama reigns supreme and personal lives are often laid bare, it's easy to forget that even the most glamorous stars have deeply personal stories tucked away from the cameras. But every now and then, a quiet moment peeks through the glitz, offering fans a glimpse into the hearts of the people behind the personas. This week, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards gave fans just that. In a deeply moving Instagram post that quickly gained traction online, Kyle shared never-before-seen photos of her late father, Kenneth Richards, and opened up about the powerful bond they shared. "So handsome and smart," she wrote in the caption, beneath a black and white photo of a young Kenneth smiling into the camera, his eyes twinkling with unmistakable charm. It was a rare, tender window into a chapter of Kyle's life that fans don't often hear about.